这个发布会，与其他发布会不一样的是，它是做好了，就是它已经录好了，相当于它没有现场的人去看，没有掌声什么的。要这个时候，现场人来看就掌声雷动了，已经爆炸了，已经。星空带了个机器人。天际线跟辐射4酝酿的游戏，酝酿25年的宇宙，就是说白了，光荣的就以有优异成绩的优秀团队做的游戏。主题是一个宇宙探索。
You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
元素好多呀。
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe
有个人探索，然后有这种，就是有个人这种去一个星球上探索，战斗，对吧？然后又有这个人角色之间这种交互故事性。它这个战斗是动画吗？还是真实的战斗？就刚才驾驶这个宇宙飞船，是真实的战斗就好了。我说宣传片还是应该不是正式的吧？就这样，这个宣传片好像就还好啊。这个有点不行吧？就出这么一个宣传片不太行啊，哥们儿。啊，这个有点还是很少啊，就是还是有点那种感觉，不太掏得不够厚道啊。这样，我记得是一个这个游戏展示不，这个发布会是一个，还有个是星空直面会，后面应该有个具体的。OK， 大的要来了，大的要来了！还有一件你们等待已久的事情，来了，大的要来了。星空直面会。贝塞斯达。
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here. And that's thanks to all of you, from the Elder Scrolls to Fallout. We love creating these worlds.
我对于星空担心比较多的是那个1000，对吧？1000个星球。他们一直想做一个太空游戏。还有个担心是会不会就变成星际公民那样的，就是纯粹是一个可能偏向于是一个什么太空模拟器那种感觉。游戏性来讲，就还好了。哇，这个好像是比较重度的一个分享。 应该会分享很多设计细节什么的，或者是这种思考过程来了。我操！
But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world.
你最好说的是真的哦。
It's over 1,000 worlds.
我操！真的是1000个啊！不是，现在不是要发售了？
And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create.
哎呀，窗户外面声音好大！我操，牛逼牛逼！
From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes,
跑操了。
we realistically
我们真实的模拟出了你身边的银河系。
Our next generation lighting model uses
全局光实时全局照明，这应该是虚幻5的。他们自己哎，他是自己引擎还是用虚幻的？我不太清楚。这照明是挺牛逼的，就是虚幻引擎一直在追求这方面。当然，那个 Unity 也一样。哇，支持1:3人称切换，体验确实不一样啊！我操。
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
那个飞行背包可以。
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu.
我操！
This is the hub for everything you're doing.
这说明
Your skills to your ship, your missions, and
做的很细啊，这完全
We love to pack a ton of
就
detail
他说的这些内容，
from all of your
哇
weapons
我操！
to spacesuits
我
to
操！
food. We just obsess
他妈
over
的
the
细节都做
details.
这么好，
Food. We obsess over
妈
food.
是认真的，我操！
When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
有很多游戏 细节，就是做了个模型也很精细，但实际上不能详细看的。而且
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space
现在说介绍的是任务系统。
to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard,
不好意思，说的是美
functional
术哈。
style, and then Punk, which is all
又是
about
朋克。
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew.
我操！
And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro.
我操，还玩啥是星际公民啊！我操！
Lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
我操！
This is your star map. It starts with the planet
哇，
you're
看它的细节
currently
啊！
on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose
我
a
操，这
landing
群
spot
星
or
嘛！
fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to full space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your shipping skills if you want to jump to the most.
我操，还他这边做了什么呀？他不是随便做了一个2个地点的这种变换，还有路线规划，还有什么时间预计什么的，而且它的线是有，反正挺真实的，我感觉。这个飞船也是切换了第3人称啊！我操，飞船也切换的这么。降落的时候不是动画啊，降落之后不是单独的动画，是能看到的，从里面能看到外面的景色，也能看到飞船什么样子的。他们做的最大的城市比福士还大，比那些。
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
它支线任务也很牛逼，看来。
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going.
科技的真实感，未来科幻题材最重要的真实感。
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
全新组的不装了是吧？就全新。哎呦我操！来看看室内跟这个人物的。这边先介绍个剧情。
Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate.
海盗出来的弗拉迪，太空牛仔，职业好多呀。就这些 NPC 的这些职业，可能跟玩家能选的职业是对应的。我操！
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human.
他妈的，他们也在介绍的时候就跟介绍新闻似的，这么真实呢！我操！
Discipline and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
这代入感。
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space.
啊，这是在第二个星系联盟，是联网对战游戏吗？还是啊
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition.
就感觉像部落跟联盟的感觉。不过这风格，第二个完全是，我操，赛博朋克。我去。 他弄了好几个大城市啊！这职业。 还有什么这赏金猎人还是什么东西？
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up. Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed
这开放世界实在太多了，
These areas
太
are
丰富
also
了
home。to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The
可以。
great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made.
这个游戏的哇，
A new
这个游戏的规模或者游戏内容太大了，这也
brave runner here to challenge the
惊
red
人
man.
啊！
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet.
不太清楚，就是这条线，就比如说主线剧情，他们是在各个地方做任务，可能是这样的。但是当然也足够震撼。
Waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
它战斗有一部分，它战斗分两个部分，一部分是在太空中，就是在室外战斗，它要穿宇航，就是穿那个什么服装嘛，跟室内战斗手感是不太一样的，有略微差别，能看得出来。而且重要的是能切换第一人称和第三人称，本身的就是对于室内来讲，第一人称的这种射击手感应该更快、更直接一些。室外可能也可以切第一人称，但是这感觉非常丰富的。是的。 这是建模上面，我操，各个方面都好强啊！哇。
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos.
人物的这种语言、神情。
Any of this look
就嘴唇啊、动的什么都非常真呀，非常真实。
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40
从预设形象中来进行建模。那其实，就是它有一个基础的模子，就对于很多建模苦手来讲非常好。
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with
starting skills. 开始的技能还有职业。
You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
这是
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway.
就是每个人的职业不同，或者是那种选择不同，会影响走向。可能如果做得好的话，故事剧情都会完全不一样。这是非常真实的体验。
He'll join your crew and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with this constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air.
I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
我操，
We'll let you discover
牛
that on
逼
your
呀！这就多支线任务，做了好多的分支选项，然后还有什么生活见父母这些剧情。 好丰富。
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new.
哇，这是介绍的很细致了，技能这一块都在详细的说。
Which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill.
需要完成挑战解锁，我的天！
Challenges become
这好像不太
increasingly
友好。
difficult as you work your way to
挑战
higher
解锁，
ranks.
不知道有没
With
有
our
趣。
5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
哦，挺多选择的。
Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
心灵控制直接变成了那个刚才变成木偶一样，就不知道能不能控制那个怪物打控制怪物打什么。刚才是飞行，精神战斗。啊，这要做到平衡各职业的数值平衡。 挺什么的，挺难的。就是精神战斗这方面的技能，一般都带什么隐形啊，或者是这些技能。哦，这还有潜行。我感觉说的不好听是什么都缝了，但是我感觉缝的都挺好的，就什么都是很高规格的，就是很牛逼了已经。
Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I.
他其实这里面说的这几种游戏方式，在他们其实我感觉可能不是平等的。比如说说服技能这个，其实就某种情况下适用的。但是最好的方式，我觉得就是潜行啊，包括正面冲突、直接杀人那种，最好做的相对平衡一些，就像赛博朋克2077一样，你不要把某个地方做的收益过于大了。 就是不平衡，或者你有一个主观非常强的意向，来倡导玩家玩什么东西，那是不太好的。有很多游戏是有这个弊病的。
Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the
研究宇航局的数据做的星球。
From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun.
我操
Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things.
真的吗？我的天，这要这么做的
When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields. Having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
真实驾驶，哇！我感觉比悉尼公民牛逼多了，感觉。而且他搭出这一套来之后，他如果不做单机，可以把这个东西弄成跟悉尼公民一样，做成联网游戏都行。他这个底层已经有了，都弄好了。
You never know what you'll find.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship.
飞船
Your ship is almost like having another character.
不会飞船也是 DIY。
All your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
我操
Sure you can find something you like. Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it
我
up and running.
操！飞船还能组装 DIY 呢，我操！而且感觉组装零件非常多呀！
Every spaceport has a ship technician where you
他
can
妈的，
purchase,
每个
sell,
这个
and
游戏
modify
每个部分都可以
ships.
单独出一个游戏了，感
Maybe
觉
you。start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty
因为这个游戏里面你组装船之后，
hunting.
你
Ship roster with a
我操
hulking space freighter
这么
to
帅
run！cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling.
因为这个游戏你组装船之后，你要在太空中开的。你刚才看到了游戏里面，
And make some changes.
刚才不知道是游戏的视频里面，他们是
You can customize
有
and
实景画面，
upgrade
而且有那个
everything
什么，
you
有
see
那个在 太空中战斗的，不仅是飞行，还是战斗，就是真正的世界。我操！这个武器升级，哇！
Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette.
哇，这些组件不是不是简单的数值增强的组件，而且是有功能性的。有功能性的组件，就是增加什么人数啥的。
They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting. Or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every.
它外面打造完之后，里面还可以定制化。定制化里面的装饰，就你能在里面生存，能切换到里面的视角，在里面真实的生活，看起来好屌。 可能是这样，可能是在里面的真实的生活，这是我猜的，并不能从视频中直接推出来。
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS
很帅啊！我操！
as I called it.
我操
！Tail to it. Then we've done spiders. We've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
我操！武装机器人合体，战神合体。
You're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
啊
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
妈，首先。 是能看到飞船内的视角的，根据组装，当然是应该不是根据组装影响了那个视角变化，就里面不会根据你组装的这个元件影响，在里面有个单独装饰的，你可以真正体验，而且有室友，还有船员，所以变成建筑游戏跟养成游戏，还有这个模拟人生的感觉了，虚拟人生的感觉了。 还有单独的亲密关系。还有招募，我操！
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
我操！我操，这设计是太用心了，这设计什么都有啊。 野外都能参加啊！还有个机器人，还没说，哇，这东西量大管饱，而且是顶尖的设计。现在目前顶尖的谁都在这个游戏里面。他要干啥呀？ 这个星空就是多人开放世界。
You'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
太帅了！我操，这游戏，这个星空的内容出来之后，直接把发布会拉满了，到顶了。
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that's really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the ground drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight.
You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
是挺真实的。但我希望这个驾驶的时候，感觉各个方面都给满都顶满了。但问题就是希望这个驾驶的时候可以换人驾驶也可以，就自动驾驶。有时候玩家会很累。不过这个确实，这个射击战斗系统也做了这种单独的创新设计，真是。
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding.
对接！我操！
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours.
还能掠夺飞船？
At any spaceport.
还有舰队，我操
！Space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew. Maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship. One worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars.
Whoa.
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info.
啊，是到任何船都可以呼叫。
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the
这
darkness
做
of
游戏
space.
做到这地步，
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
真是
Some
羡
of
慕
the。best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then, realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there.
我
just
操
waiting for you to visit.
真他妈1000多颗行星啊！
We want you to feel like explorers. Breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder. And sometimes, a little fear.
我操
And
了！
a ton of toys. And just setting you free.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. We put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is a watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information.
顶中顶啊！
We've also
我
designed this
去这
really
游戏
cool case that it comes with, Eastone.
最开始我只期望它，就是我从之前的预告片里感觉到它就是做一个星球探险。第二点就是星球探险到不了1000个星球，就做几个样子，就是让程序随便生成几个星球算了。第二点就是因为用程序生成星球，如果它之前几个星球的逻辑训练的好，就是它的星球的生物啊，包括地表啊、土壤啊、什么气候条件，包括什么就是这个财富啊、探秘点做得好的话，它是可以用这个程序随机的，这没有问题，因为它前面的逻辑做得越好，跟它真人去摆的其实差不多。第二点就是，我认为它只有这一部分内容，也没有那么多。第二点就是它有一个剧情任务加上偶尔的这个，就是有什么在另一个星球城市里面生活，仅有这几个点。但是这个预告片看完之后，我这个时机，这个直面会看完之后晕了，我晕了。这游戏。他妈的，真的是牛逼！操，真他妈牛逼！我操！你，操！妈的，真他妈牛逼！我操！我操！你看这画面，我操了！牛逼！你从一设计角度给，哎，从一设计角度也没法去挑什么问题啊！我操，人家你这几个系统摆出来顶中顶设计，然后你这些小的有什么 bug 问题，整个实际稍微看一下，人家这种诚意，这种设计的精雕细琢，这种。精益求精，这种极端美术美好的设计，而且你这个直面会里面很多都是实际演示，这实际演示比宣传片都看起来真，诚意满满，顶中顶，没有一个系统是糊弄的，而且等实际测试的时候。剧情上面的内容更可能更直接让人惊讶无比。
It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
哇，这环境这，说实话，这个视频，它的这个整个的。这个直面会的视频要做成那种认真，就做一期它的设计的精妙之处，可能能做多少个视频？认真做的话，就比较深度的，可能看的人比较少。我意思是，它设计的好的地方好多呀。我已经没法去评，就从这个设计上面去看这。
Harvest resources and be on your way.
就像一个大师给你画，大师带了一幅作品，画作放在你面前，你只有学习的份儿。
You can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets.
有实现自己的想法，而且这些技术、美术各方面都是顶级的，而且理念是大家想了这个游戏这个宣传会上看的，大家想了很长时间想出来的，每个人都好快乐呀，好幸福呀。
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
操！我的天哪！哦。
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them.
我操！这也太牛逼了！我操！我这不是真的疯了，真的这。
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam, where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger hubs.
你去一个星球探索，还能建一个居住点，还能问题是还能进去生活，弄了一个新的，就是弄了一个真的房间在里边生活，而且你还可以通过俯视角去改变这些。 摆放位置，让它更美观。你后期可以调节。
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or
这是时代的游戏，创造时代的游戏。
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes. Larger magazines,
还有
a selection of grips
武器的配件
different
搭配
ammunition like explosive rounds.
改装。拿一个拿一个射速快的枪装什么爆裂的，还有近战，还有格挡。哎呦喂！
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards.
我操，这都没在模拟了。
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction
国内不是出了一个叫幻境，哎，叫什么太空对战的游戏？哇，这个这下把这个星空战斗都是顶中顶了。 射击竟然会往后弹，被那个，哎呦我的天呐！
Starfield's got you covered.
枪的细节。不过任务好像有点问题啊，它有个我刚才看到一个任务是杀20个什么怪物，刚才瞅了一眼，任务不会有点水吧？对，有一些任务，哎，有可能是成就啊，当然有可能是成就。
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible, passionate team that made it. All of them.
你在很少有人。
So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
很少有人在游戏的发布会里面。 感谢自己的团队。
Combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
开发的时候多有自我实现的价值。
I like to use our photo mode to take rockstar photos.
这游戏好有意思。
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out.
这个游戏出来之后，绝对是满分，直接就满分。如果有个媒体，这个，哎，这就这个游戏如果出来 bug 很多，它的分数都很高。 这就是你，比如说我们实际出来的游戏 bug 很多，是因为在实行过程中可能有一些不尽人意。但是你从这个宣传片或者从这个很像实际，就多数都是实际画面上面，就是这些人的愿景，他们就想做出这样的游戏来。你看这个愿景的时候，你知道，真棒啊！这或者说这个已经非常接近实际了。 牛逼牛逼！这个女人也挺奇怪的性癖。
It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
欢迎收看本期视频，我们下期再见吧。哦，真的是。 我说这个游戏直接无敌呀！直接大家真的哇，就是他们做游戏不是为了跟别人比较，都是为了实现自我的追求。真的，所有地方都做到自己认为哪里能做得更好就做到更好。哎，我的天，我服了，我真服了，真是牛逼牛逼，真牛逼！哇，真是厉害！9月6日发售。